All right, so now I have this problem here. I'm trying to find my missing side lengths and my angles. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate my missing hypotenuse here. Actually, no, I'll find my missing adjacent side here. This is my adjacent here, and that's because it's touching my angle of reference. Here's my opposite, and here's my hypotenuse. So to get my adjacent side here, I'm going to write a trig ratio. So that would be, I want to know my adjacent, I have my opposite, so that would be the tangent of 42 is equal to the opposite divided by my adjacent, which is b. And so to calculate my value of b, go to my calculator. I type in tangent of 42, and now I know that 0.900 will equal 8 over b. And to calculate the value of b, I'd multiply both sides by b, and I would get b times 0.900 is equal to 8. And then that means b would be equal to 8 divided by my ratio. And so that gives me a value of 8 divided by 0.900. I get a length here of 8.8. And to get my hypotenuse, I could use a trig ratio or I could use the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem states that a squared, which is a side length squared, so it would be 8 squared plus 8 squared plus my other side squared. Why am I keeping this? 8 squared plus my other squared root of 8.88 squared will be equal to c squared here. So I'm going to square both of these values here. That's equal to c squared. So now I know that c squared is equal to 142.85. So to get just c, I would square root that number, 142.85. And now I know my c is 11.95. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So now we know the side length is 11.95. And to find my other angle measure, I could just subtract from 180 degrees. So I can take away 90 and 42. So 180, take away 90, and take away 42. And what remains is 48. So I know my angle measure is 48. But I also could use inverse trigonometric function. So if this is my angle of reference now, so if I make b my angle of reference here, there, what that would do is that would switch this. Now this side becomes opposite, and this side becomes adjacent. And I could use the inverse of, let's say, tangent, and the opposite divided by adjacent. So that would be my 8.88 divided by my adjacent side, 8, and I get 47.9, or about pretty much 48. So we could get those angles either way.